One of our favorite insiders on Coast to Coast and SportsGrid is Scott Miller with the New York Times, a great baseball writer extraordinaire, and he's back again in San Diego talking to us. And Scott, it's good to see you. Hope you had a great 4th of Ferrall holiday. Just real quick, St. Louis is up on the Nats 2-zip in the bottom of the 7th in D.C. The Pirates already beat the Mets 8-2. I want to start with that. So Friday night, I watched something I hadn't seen, I think, in my entire life. I've been going to Pirate games since 1971, and I saw him. My dad took me to the World Series in 71 and in 79 against the Orioles both times. The last time I went to a Pirate playoff game, I think, was in 92. And literally, in my entire life, I've been watching the Mets beat the Pirates. I had to go through all those Keith Hernandez teams with Dykstra, Strawberry, Gooden, Howard Johnson, Davey, their manager, just all of it. Davey Johnson. Yeah, like I honestly, they make me sick to my stomach. I hate them dead. And to see the Pirates, honestly, score 14 runs, have 16 hits, hit 7 home runs, and watch Skenes strike out 8, and I think he struck out Bader 3 or 4 times. To watch that all in one night was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Friday night was the greatest day of my life.
It's Skenes. I saw part of that game. Skenes gave up too early, right? The Pirates spotted them, and then they came back and won. And, I mean, it's a new era. I had a feeling, my friend. I am not surprised. I had a feeling, knowing you, knowing your background, I had a feeling Paul Skenes might be the first topic of discussion today.
It should be.
And I don't blame you, brother. The Pirates are, finally there's a reason. I'm not saying they're going to come back and win it all this year, or they're a juggernaut or anything, but there's finally reason to believe they're on the right path. And, I mean, Paul Skenes is must watch TV every 5 days. And, boy, wouldn't that be fun if he starts the All-Star game?
I think he should. But I would say Sale or Skenes. And, Sale, what he's done in Atlanta is truly remarkable because he was broken down in Boston. I thought he was finished. I think Mad Max has had that problem. DeGrom's had that problem. Certainly, Sale has had it way worse than either one of them. And then to see what he's done in Atlanta is truly remarkable. And he's pitching tonight again, and he's been ferocious. But honestly, Skenes, what he's doing on a 5-day basis, and when he pitches at that ballpark, there's one thing you notice. There's not one empty seat. I mean, they are selling out when that guy pitches, and they haven't sold out Pirate games in decades. Like, no one goes to Pirate games. Like, they average 20 at best. This kid has changed that franchise on its head.
Yeah, and it's so cool to see because, like you, I mean, I'm a Midwesterner. I live in Southern California. I have forever. But I grew up in Michigan. And the reason I bring that up is I've got a soft spot. I always have for the Midwestern teams that have been playing baseball since 1900, like the Pirates in Cincinnati and Detroit. And it's sad to see when franchises with this history go through a losing stretch, and when it looks like economically they cannot compete, and as a result, fans stay away. I mean, Pittsburgh, I don't have to tell you, is a great sports town. The Pirates have such great history. They've got arguably the most beautiful ballpark in the country. Some people might say San Francisco or Camden Yards in Baltimore, whatever. Pittsburgh's one of the best. And when you have that jewel of a ballpark and that history behind you, and you're going through the times the Pirates have gone through and they don't draw, that I agree with you. Skenes and the excitement he's brought to that city, and the fact that fans are starting to come back, especially on the nights he pitches. I mean, it is so cool to see. It's so overdue, and you can't help but root for Pittsburgh, especially on nights like that where the love of baseball has been rekindled there.
How about the Padres getting all those guys in the outfield into the All-Star game, and that Tatis is back without Juice, doing great things, and then I think that kind of race between them and the Diamondbacks is getting really juicy.
Yeah, it is. And, obviously the Diamondbacks coming off that World Series last year appearance. And, they've been hurt this year, among other things, a couple of injuries. But Corbin Carroll, the rookie of the year last year, has just gotten off to such a dreadful start. His batting average down around 210. And, that's one of the reasons that the Diamondbacks haven't been hitting on all cylinders this year. But you also look at it from the Diamondbacks perspective. I mean, if they get the Corbin Carroll in the second half that they got last year, and there's no reason to believe eventually he shouldn't take off, that's only going to make them, legitimate wild card contenders. And you're right, the Diamondbacks-Padres rivalry is probably going to stoke up because, the Padres right now, after trading Juan Soto, a lot of people kind of left them for they're cutting costs, they're cutting payroll. They had to trade Juan Soto, but they've been hitting all the right notes. I thought they could be better without Juan Soto because as great as he's been for the Yankees this year, Scott, he was disappointing in San Diego. And even given last year, his numbers in the end were there, but he was unable to lift up the team. But, by trading him, it opened a spot in center field. Jackson Merrill, the rookie, has just been nails, and he was named the All-Star team. And you're right, the entire Padres outfield makes the All-Star team. They're going to need pitching like everybody else the second half, but they've got a shot.